Good morning, Professor. My name is Jasmine Danielson. Just at the get-go, I wanted to go ahead and include a verbal informed consent. This is my participant. His name is Liam Thompson. Liam, you are aware that this video will be recorded and I will be turning it in as a paper. Are you okay with that?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. And just to clarify, you signed your written informed consent as well?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Cool. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Good morning, Hector. How are you today?
I'm doing all right. I would say I've been better though.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah.
So I was going and reading through your forms, and I saw that you were referred to counseling by a rehabilitation center. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Correct. Yeah.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, I kind of just want to know more about this injury that you had, if you're comfortable talking about that.
Yeah. I was recently in a car accident and I spent about 4 months in the hospital.
Mhm.
I had a leg and a hip injury as well as my shoulder and my arm were injured. So because of those injuries, I haven't, as told by my doctor, been able to lift things. And I've been in the construction business since I was in high school, about 15 years old or so, and I just
Wow.
haven't been able to do that. And I've been really struggling with some depression and some anger because I haven't been able to work.
Sure. I'm so sorry that happened. That sounds like a lot all at once. You
Yeah,
said you've
thank
done this for 20 years. That's a pretty long time. What got you into that?
you. Yeah, so it's been a family business. My dad started it when I was in high school, so I started working with him when I was about 15 and kind
Okay.
of just took off from there. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
So 20 years, and now you just aren't able to do it because of this accident.
Yeah.
And you're feeling more so just depressed because of that?
Yeah, I'm dealing with a lot of depression and a little bit of anger. And with the
Sure.
depression, because I'm not able to provide for my family, just
Mm.
feeling a little bit shame. So I've kind of been resorting to some bad habits that
Mm.
have taken a toll on me for sure.
It sounds like providing is very important to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's kind of just what I was raised doing.
Yeah, you're a family man. You like to
Yeah,
provide. That's
definitely.
pretty
Yeah.
respectable, I feel like.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you very
welcome.
much.
If you don't mind me asking, this is a bit of a personal question,
Okay.
but you said that you have been kind of leaning on some bad habits. What exactly do you mean by bad habits when you say that?
Yeah, so to be honest with you, I've been resorting to drinking
Okay.
alcohol. Um, so instead of working, I've just been kind of sitting on the couch watching TV and just kind of drinking to distract myself from my feelings. And also, I started out just to kind of deal with the pain a little bit, but kind of
Yeah.
gotten out of hand.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure you've worked 20 years in construction work and all of a sudden you don't have a job. So is it
Right.
just more so something to take up that time and to ease the pain, like physical and emotional pain, pretty much?
Yeah, definitely to ease the emotional pain because I've just been feeling a lot of shame because I can't really see my family without being reminded of what I can no longer do for them.
Mm. So losing your job and the feelings of guilt more so for not being able to provide, has that kind of caused a wedge between you and your family?
Yeah, definitely. I haven't been there for my kids as I used to. I used to be really active in their life, and I just haven't been there for them. And as well with my wife, it's been causing some tension between her and I.
Wow, so there is a lot going on so many different aspects of your life. I mean, your job, marital issues, family issues, it's quite a bit.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Those feelings that you're having, I mean, they are very warranted.
Yeah.
So I want to jump back to your bad habits, and you're talking about drinking during the day. What does that kind of look like on average? So let's say it's just a Wednesday, casual weekday. How many beers do you think you're gonna go through, or liquor, or your alcohol of choice?
Yeah. I've been I drink about 12 beers, so about a case at night.
Okay.
Yeah.
At night or throughout the day?
I start usually in the early evening, go
Okay.
through the night.
Okay. Would you say
Sometimes in
this
the mornings.
has become a problem for you?
Um, Now that I'm kind of talking about it, it's kind of occurring to me that it definitely is a problem, and I've had some family members reach out and
Mm,
voice their concerns about it.
mm. So it's kind of just escalated to now where your family's more so noticing kind of a shift in behaviors.
Yeah, I could tell my kids look at me differently now, maybe with a little bit of fear, just because I don't have any self-control anymore, and I'm just
Mm,
kind of angry.
mm. Do you feel like you're ready to change that bad habit, or are you more so kind of just comfortable with the spot you're in?
I'm definitely looking to change. I want to be there for my kids again. Even if I can't work and provide for them, I want to be able to provide for them in other aspects
Sure.
of my life, definitely for my wife as well.
Sure. Yeah. If you are up for it, there's actually an assessment that we could take right now. It's called the audit exam. It's the alcohol use disorder identification exam. We can run through it. It's a series of 10 questions, and it's about your alcohol consumption over the past year. Alcoholic beverages such as whiskey, rum, beer, things of the sorts. Would you
Okay.
be up to take that really quick?
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you.
Okay.
Um, Alrighty, can you see my screen okay?
Yeah, I can see it now.
Awesome. All right, again, this is going to be a series of 10 questions. Super short, pretty easy going. You just answer the questions. You can read along with me. I'll be following it with my mouse if you would like to.
Okay.
First question is, how often do you have a drink containing alcohol?
Um, I'd say 4 more times a week.
Okay. How many drinks containing alcohol do you have on a typical day when you're drinking?
10 or more.
Okay. You said 12 before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How often do you have six or more drinks on one occasion?
Daily.
Daily? How
Yeah.
often during the last year have you found that you were not able to stop drinking once you'd started?
I would say daily for that as well.
Daily? Okay. How often during the last year have you failed to do what was normally expected from you because of drinking?
Mm. Almost daily as well.
Almost daily? All right. How often during the last year have you needed a first drink in the morning to get yourself going after a heavy drinking session?
I would say that's more weekly.
Weekly?
Yeah.
How often during the last year have you had a feeling of guilt or remorse after drinking?
Definitely daily.
Daily?
Yeah.
How often during the last year have you been unable to remember what happened the night before you had been drinking?
Um, Weekly.
Weekly?
Yeah.
All right, just two more questions. Have you or someone else been injured as a result of your drinking?
No.
No. And last, has a relative or friend or doctor or another health worker been concerned about your drinking or suggested you cut down?
Yeah, definitely some relatives have. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that's the assessment. See, pretty short and easy, right?
Yeah. Not bad.
So what I would like to do is you said that you wanted to meet next Wednesday, right? You set up your appointment for 9 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Within the next week, I'm just gonna go ahead and review those answers and we can kind of go more in detail with it when we meet next Wednesday, kind of talk a little bit more about that. But in the meantime, I kind of want to gauge where you are at. You mentioned that us talking about it, you kind of gained a little bit more awareness towards your drinking habits. And when you mentioned it, you said they were bad habits. And you mentioned that you do kind of want to change and alter that a little bit, right?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Right. Because I mean, the family strains and everything, it's just, it seems like a lot all at once.
Yeah, for sure. And after doing that test with you, I can kind of puts it more into perspective, and it makes me realize that I really have been drinking a lot more than I even realize.
Right.
So definitely put it into perspective for me.
Right. I mean, I'm sure going through the answers, you were like, oh, whoa, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
cool thing
Yeah,
about those assessments. That's the cool
yeah,
thing about it.
definitely.
So I have a question for you. On a scale 0 to 10, how confident do you feel in yourself that you could cut down your drinks by next Wednesday when we meet?
Um, Probably about a 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm fully confident you can get there. And so you said you drink about 12 drinks on a daily average. What number do you feel like you could get down to by next Wednesday?
Um, I could probably lower it down to 8 or 9.
8 or 9?
Yeah.
That's an awesome start. 8 or 9 is a great start. I like that. I feel like that's a very solid number. I like it.
All right.
So if you did get those numbers down to an 8 or 9 drinks a night by the next week, what do you think would change?
Hmm. I think I could be a little bit more present, for my family. I
Right.
can start. I mean, even with my limited mobility, I might be able to hang out with my kids a little bit more, and
Yeah.
maybe control my emotions a little bit better around my wife and not be so angry.
Would
I
you
think
say
so.
that alcohol feeds into your anger a little bit?
Yeah, definitely, because I'm already feeling angry before, but then once I start
Right.
drinking, it kind of amplifies it a little bit more.
I'm sure. I'm sure. I feel like this is a pretty good plan of action that we have going on.
I do too. I feel pretty confident now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome. I'm glad
yeah,
to hear it.
yeah,
Well, to me, it sounds like you are a very respectable man who really puts his family first. And it sounds like at the heart and soul of everything, you just want to provide and be there for your family. You don't want your wife to work. You want your kids to have a dad who's present, but also working his butt off to provide for them, right?
yeah.
I'm sure you want your other family relatives, your extended family to, be in contact with you. But at the same time, it sounds like it is a bit hard right now without your job. It's just creating some kind of uncomfortable feelings. And
Yeah, definitely.
I 100% feel like you could get through that and that together we can find a way to kind of just lessen those just kind of uncomfortable feelings. And I feel like the best plan of action to start with the drinking.
Definitely. Thank you very much. It's very encouraging to finally hear some positive words.
Oh yeah, of course. How do you feel about that?
It's making me feel a lot better, a lot more confident in myself. And it makes me more encouraged to actually want to tackle this problem that I have.
Yeah. I mean, with your dedication to your work, you've done it for 20 years. It sounds like you are a pretty dedicated man at the
Uh,
heart and soul of it.
Thank you. Yes, absolutely.
Of course. So you just gotta lean into that, man. Sounds
All
awesome.
right. All
I'm
right.
fully confident that we could do that by next Wednesday. So again, next Wednesday, 9 a.m., we can go over those test results a little bit more in depth and maybe see how the 8 drinks go.
All right. That sounds good to
Cool.
me. Sounds like a
All
plan.
right. Awesome. Thank you, Hector. It was so nice meeting with you today. I truly look forward to next Wednesday, and I hope that everything is smooth sailing within this next week. If you do need to reach out, you have my contact information. Feel free anytime, truly.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jasmine. I appreciate the help.
Of course. Have a good one, sir.
Thank you. You too.